Travolting presents Bobbin for Robin. Hosted by Jeff Sweeney and Stuart Elmore. Covering RV. Enjoy the episode.
We're going on.
Turn it on!
It's the scene where he's holding up the cup lake.
That's my impression of the score to RV.
Do you know what the intent was for that? It's to be the voice of God humming along as every horrible thing happens.
Oh, yeah. It kind of sounds like Sam Elliott just like is working his voice out prior to doing the scene.
Robin, why are you doing this?
Darkness washed over the dude.
Maracus.
My tune.
Hello, everybody.
desert.
Welcome
Maracus.
back to Travolting Presents Bobbin for Robin. This week, we're talking about
RV.
the 2006 family comedy RV.
Yes.
Boy, oh boy.
We've been promising your dad on this episode for a long time, so you gotta get that out of the way real quick.
Yes. My dad
We've been promising this for months.
My dad is not able to be on this episode. Dad, if you're listening, maybe I can call you up and you can give like a quick 5-minute spiel on your movie and I'll splice into the episode or something. I don't know. My dad is currently out traveling, not in an RV.
No, if your dad does do that, it's spliced in right now. Thank you, Don Elmore.
Thank you. If it wasn't spliced in, then
it wasn't spliced in, then you just sort of.
My dad was unable to make this podcast episode. To be fair, it was always going to be a little difficult because we live in two different states.
It's true.
It's pretty far away. It's not driving distance, so it would have had to be like a video call. My dad, love you, Dad. Not the best technology.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just going to be
Us
good old boys
talking about RV.
Jeff and Stu talking about RV.
A movie that made me reconsider my intent to go on a road trip this summer. Maybe it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Well, going on a road trip in an RV,
Yeah.
certainly.
An RV with Barry Sonnenfeld's face on the side of it, specifically.
Yes, specifically. Yeah, we're here to talk about RV, a movie where Robin Williams takes his family across the country in an RV.
It's true.
I have to say right away, you have to respect a writer's ability in a movie to just cut through all the expositional introductory bullshit and get to the main meat of your story in the first 10 minutes.
Yes.
Because I watched...
if there is a credit to this movie, it is that this movie does, in fact, get to the RV pretty damn quick.
This title's called RV. We don't want to spend 20 minutes talking about the RV.
Yeah.
We want to get in the RV. The RV shows up. I looked at it. It is precisely at the 10-minute mark.
Yes.
You got to give it credit.
I have that if there
You
is some
simply must give
I
it
sent
credit.
you the Surf Dracula tweet as a
Yes.
response to this. It's one of my favorite
with the Netflix
pieces
bit,
of cultural criticism, and it's just a simple tweet that says
You should read it. It's good.
I'm opening the wrong. Oh my god.
Oh.
Where's my text over? Oh, there it is. The tweet goes, back in the day, if you did a TV show called Surf Dracula, you'd see that fool surfing every week in new adventures. But in the streaming era, the entire first season got to be a long-ass flashback to how he got the surfboard until you finally see him surf in the final 5 minutes of the finale, which is extremely true. Mm-hmm. But I was also thinking about when you said that during this movie.
Yeah.
Is like, a lot of movies would like really drag this out. You'd have like 30 minutes prior to the RV appearing.
Right.
And this movie is very smart. Just be like, get to the RV right
Get
away.
to the RV. Why did American audiences buy a ticket to this movie?
To see Robin Williams in an RV.
Yes.
Do hijinks.
Yes.
And let me tell you, if that is why you came to see this movie, you get Robin Williams doing hijinks in an RV. I assure you, you are going to get your money's worth.
There is no misbranding or mislabeling or anything involved in this movie. This movie is called RV, starring Robin Williams, and it is about an RV starring Robin Williams. Say what you will about whether you liked the drama, the story, the comedy, the acting. We can talk about that all day. But what you cannot say is this movie pretends to be something that it is not.
No, this movie is exactly what it sells itself as.
Yes.
Which is about the extent to its credit I'm giving it. I didn't hate this movie.
Careful there.
I didn't hate this movie, but I definitely did not have what I would describe as a great time with it.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Careful. Be very fucking careful.
Should we talk about Barry Sonnenfeld first?
Yes.
Again, anything?
Thank you for saying that. We should definitely talk about Barry Sonnenfeld first.
One of my favorite careers to consider.
Yes.
Because he starts out as a cinematographer. He's the Coen Brothers cinematographer. He's their DP for Blood Simple. He does Raising Arizona and Miller's Crossing for them, their first 3 films.
Yes.
He also, off of how good those movies look, does Throw Mama from the Train for Danny DeVito, Big for Penny Marshall, When Harry Met Sally, and Misery for Rob Reiner. Like a pretty successful run as a DP. But he is just using it as a stepping stone to get to what he really wants to do, which is direct.
Yes.
And once he becomes a director, his first film is The Addams Family.
Yep.
In 1991, huge success. Does the sequel to The Addams Family Values. Here's a movie we talked about in the show before, Get Shorty.
Get Shorty.
And then has the biggest success of his career and one of the defining blockbusters of the 90s, which is Men in Black.
Yes.
And then something happens. Now, he notoriously has a miserable time on Men in Black. That's a very troubled production.
Why?
It's just Tommy Lee Jones was not into it for the first week or two. Until he finally watched Dailies and was like, okay, you know what you're doing. Tommy's just kind of an ornery fellow.
Yeah.
You can say he's a little grumpy. Perchance. And then it's one of the first Will Smith movies, so Will's just kind of bouncing all over the place, and he has a big head, but not cruel.
He's the Fresh Prince from Bel Air.
Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
And that's a very effects-driven movie. There's a lot to it. It just is a very Barry Sonnenfeld does not describe that shoot positively, so to speak.
Right.
He's very proud of the movie, obviously, what it resulted in, but he didn't have a good time on that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's what happens or if some cosmic force just strikes him down, because he never comes back after Men in Black. Because after that, his first film is Wild Wild West. Yes. Which, you can say what you want, but Wild Wild West is a colossal wreck.
Yes.
And then he does Big Trouble, which is a Tim Allen movie that's supposed to come out the week after 9/11.
Very good.
And gets pushed 6 months as a result. And you think, oh, damn, he had a movie ruined by 9/11. No, he has 2 movies ruined by 9/11. Because, Stuart, do you know what the original ending of Men in Black 2 was?
Isn't the spaceship supposed to take off from the two
towers? The spaceship takes off from the 2 towers, and the entire final act is them fighting their way up the 2 towers.
Good.
And then 9/11 happens. Barry Sonnenfeld has to immediately push the movie he's about to release and then reshoot the entire 3rd act of the movie that he is still in post for.
Yeah.
That's why the end of Men in Black 2 just takes place in the Men in Black headquarters, because they just had that set ready to go.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we can just do it here now.
Yeah.
And they weirdly take a train to where the spaceship is. It's on some random building.
Right. Not near the Twin Towers by any stretch.
And so Men in Black 2, Big Trouble, Wild Wild West, kind of a tough...
Which tower was the spaceship on?
I don't know.
There's 2.
I don't know.
There's 1 spaceship.
There's 1 space. Well, maybe them both. I don't know. Maybe it appeared beneath them.
Sorry.
It's like...
Get off the rails here.
It's like the movies that were impacted by 9/11. It's just kind of a weird little corner. Because it's 2 Barry Sonnenfeld movies.
Yes.
It's Spider-Man, which has that teaser where
Right.
he's webs up the bad guys between the Twin Towers.
Yes.
And that's Lilo and Stitch, where
the plane.
we've talked about it
chase.
before in the show, but you're just how bad could it be? And then you watch this and you realize, oh my God.
It's pretty bad.
It's 747 swerving between buildings.
It's
we're
really
gonna
bad.
hit it.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah. Not if 9/11 didn't happen and you just showed that to me, I would just be like, wow, this is kind of a harrowing chase scene.
Yeah.
But you were like, okay, I understand why they had to take this out.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
But
So they push push Big Trouble, change Men in Black 2.
he kind of takes a little sabbatical
Yeah.
to recover from that.
Yeah.
And RV's his first movie back. Now, before we delve into RV, I will just say he only directs 2 movies after that. which are in themselves also, like I said, he never recovers from like Men in Black, whatever the fuck happened.
It's like Coppola and like
Megalopolis.
No, before that.
Oh, Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now. He never recovers from Apocalypse Now.
Men in Black 3, which has one of the most troubleshoots in film history.
Wait, okay, pause. What's the troubleshoot in Men
So
in Black
Stuart,
3?
the Men in Black 3 starts filming. Or they're like, we're going to make Men in Black 3. Will Smith pitches the plot on the set of Men in Black 2. He says, I travel back in time and I help young Tommy Lee Jones.
Get rid of this old fuck.
Yeah, that's literally like, Tommy Lee Jones, like, he's getting it up there in age. You can't really expect him to be doing action. And so like, well, this is a twofold thing. Number one, it's actually a fun idea. Number two, it gets Tommy like only bookends in the movie.
Right.
And Josh Brolin's very game. I like Men in Black 3 a lot. I think Men in Black 3 is actually quite good. But they're like working on the script, like they have like 30 writers just like cycling through.
Why do they like
trying to figure
chips
out
on that fucking bad guy that I
Boris the Animal? Trying to like crack Men in Black 3. At the same time,
just like of all the
New York
villains.
City changes its film tax incentives law.
Oh.
And on January 1st of the ensuing year, it's like 2011 probably, the tax credit system is going to change.
For the better or for the worse?
For the worse for Men in Black 3, they think. And so you have to start filming the movie in the current calendar year to take advantage of the current tax credit system.
Oh, no.
They don't have the script finished.
Oh, no.
They say, well, we have the first act pretty good.
Oh, no.
We think we got the first act kind of locked down. So it goes into production with only the first act of the script. And they're like, we'll figure the rest out.
Oh, no.
And they're like, we'll shoot the first act in this year. Then we will take a pre-planned like 2-month hiatus to finish writing the movie. And then we'll come back and finish filming the movie. Is the idea. And like they basically don't figure out the rest of the movie until like the last possible second. That's why if you watch the first act of Men in Black 3, it does feel weirdly stretched out. Because like it takes a while to get to the time travel.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
And it's because they're just trying to buy time for them to figure out what happens in the rest of the movie.
Oh my God.
And if you look at like the toy lines from Men in Black 3, all of like the action figures are based on only characters from the first act. So there's like,
oh man.
do you remember there's like a shootout in like the Chinese restaurant? It's like a shootout in a Chinese restaurant, and like all of the toys from Men in Black 3 are just the aliens in the Chinese restaurant. There's like no like Josh Brolin. There's no Boris the Animal. It's just all those guys in the first act of the movie.
Oh my God. That's hilarious.
And like the shoot is like constantly running into like more delays. Will Smith has the largest trailer of all time parked on like Fifth Avenue against parking tickets every single day.
What?
Stuart, how big do you think Will Smith's trailer was in Men in Black 3?
I never thought this would be a
Don't look it up. I have the picture ready. I have the picture ready.
I've seen some big trailers, but like they can only get so
How
big, right?
big do you think Will Smith's trailer is?
It's like are we talking like a 40-ton, like a semi-truck trailer?
How big do you think Will Smith's trailer is?
Is it bigger than a 40-ton?
How big do you think Will Smith's trailer? I would like you to posit a scale.
Like a 40-ton trailer for a semi.
Okay, how many floors do you think it is?
What? No! It's a double-decker fucking bus!
It's bigger than a double-decker bus. It's a 40 trailer with another one on top of it.
Oh my God. What's the clearance on that bullshit? Oh my God. Oh, wait. Oh my fucking God. This, ladies and gentlemen, I'm describing to you. Not a 40, like you have to imagine, everyone in the universe has seen what a semi-truck trailer looks like.
Of course.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Roughly like, what, 12 feet? 15
12
feet?
feet.
12 feet? 12 feet? 12 feet? Add 7 more feet on top of that with windows.
That's just not clearing.
That's not clearing. Shit.
How do you get it out of New York? You have to put it on a barge?
How do you get out of New York? How do you get it across any bridge or
You have to
whatever?
put it on like a barge and sail it across the Hudson.
How does this thing travel to other countries if he's shooting another Oh my God. Oh my God. This is incredible. What are the cats doing?
The funniest thing I have ever seen is pictures of his trailer.
I've seen some big trailers in my day. That is a...
You should just put him in an RV.
For Will Smith? I know the story that like Robert Downey Jr. has like... He has like a village,
Robert
basically.
Downey Jr. has a compound, is how they describe it.
Yeah.
He's got 3 trailers.
Yeah.
Now, what it ultimately seems like is he has a trailer, he has a catering truck, and he has like a gym.
A gym trailer, yes.
It's like...
And there's a tent in
and
between
there's
the
a tent
3.
in between.
Because they line up the 3 like a semi-square kind of. So there's an opening.
like a C.
Like a C. And then in the middle, there's like a pop-up tent.
there's a tent.
Not a pop-up tent. It's like a carnival tent.
Which is like... It's like...
Where all the cast eats.
It's extreme, but like...
It's our Robert Downey Jr.
It makes more sense than the Will Smith.
Will Smith trailer...
Because the top floor is a fully functional gym. And then he's got another floor that's just the trailer. Look at the interior of this thing.
Okay. Can I go on an anecdotal story?
Yes, you can.
Can I go on an anecdotal story? And you can chime in too, because we both work in the film and TV industry. Actors go in their trailers typically in the morning when they get ready. And then they're not even in there because they're in the hair and makeup trailer most of the time. But then they go to set and they're sitting in their cast chair. If you're working on a nice show, sometimes their cast chair is like in a nice little luxurious tent.
Yeah.
You got some nice like carpet, you got some chairs and all that stuff. Like if you're shooting on a stage show or whatever, if you're working on a show that's like on a lot of location, they'll find like a house or something, like a cast holding area. If you're really getting dingy, I've seen cast holding be a fucking rusty garage. I've seen that happen. You've seen that happen.
Yeah.
When do these actors ever spend more than an hour in their trailers? Only if there's a scheduling problem.
Yeah.
And you brought an actor way too early than you were going to be ready for them, is when they're going to spend time in their trailer. Yeah. And so the reason why I bring this all up, Jeff, Mr. Sweeney, is because like, in what fucking universe does that much money need to go towards a thing where actors realistically during the day are going to spend like an hour tops?
Now,
I don't understand.
Regards to like the scale projects that we work on, I will say I do think for like Robert Downey Jr.'s like example, when I think about like how they film those movies, which is like entirely stage.
Yes.
They basically own the studio, the soundstage studio.
Right.
And it's a lot of like green screen. It's a lot of setup. And the trailer is right outside of the stage.
Yeah.
I think Robert Downey Jr. is probably spending like 7 hours a day in his trailer. I think he's probably spending, and then when
I suppose
they are ready
differentiating
for
the
him,
Chicago and LA world,
when they are ready for him, his assistant is texting him, "They're ready for you." He is walking to the stage. He's getting golf carted to the stage.
The cameras are rolling.
The cameras are rolling. He steps in. He does the scene. That's how I kind of envision like those types of movies, which is not to like justify the expense paid for like actor comfortability to like an absurd degree,
because it's absurd.
It is absurd.
It's absurd.
Like Will Smith's trailer, I'm sure like for this like how Men in Black movies are filmed, like I'm sure he's spending more time in his trailer than like actors we work with are. Because I'm sure Will Smith is not hanging out on set. He is going back to his trailer after every shot, probably.
The thing is, it's like I can say this because it's fine. I won't name the show, but I work on a show where it's a show where it's primarily shot on stage. Mm-hmm. And this isn't the show I think you're thinking I'm talking about. It's a different show. Well, fuck it. I could just say it. It's fine. I work on Chicago Med a lot.
Yeah.
It's a hospital show.
Yeah.
Hospital show, you're mostly shooting on stage.
Yeah, and all their trailers are right outside the door.
Well, and it's even more than that because they've even worked it out with the studio complex. Chicago has the biggest studio complex, Chicago CineSpace. Shout out to CineSpace. And they've worked it out with the rental agreements and processes or whatever that they can park their trailers inside the breezeways of this complex. And those breezeways are connected to all of these stages. Yeah. So actors, yes, we have cast chairs on set for actors who typically don't want to walk more than like 50 feet away from the set, the hospital set. But we do have actors that, we're turning around. Turning around on that type of show usually takes 45 minutes to an hour. I'm going to walk to my trailer. Yeah. Which is like you walk out the stage, cross the breezeway. Sometimes they have to walk across another stage to a different breezeway.
Yeah.
It's whatever. But otherwise, and they're there. And that I like understand. But even those actors have normal trailers.
Yeah.
They don't have the complexes. And I only say, I say all this because like, I am so fascinated at the budget level that goes into these absurd ass setups for these actors to like work out in a fucking gym when they're working 12 hours a day acting or something. Like, I'm like, where does who pays for that? Who agrees to that? What?
I think that there's a whole other level of like production scale
that we just
haven't touched.
That we haven't even touched yet. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like, I think about like Wesley Snipes in Blade 3, where it's like he is not in a shot of that movie unless his face is being seen.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
photo
he
double.
is in his trailer, and it's a photo double doing everything else.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's like just something we haven't even like fathomed yet.
We have like plumbers listening to this show, Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think about that ever?
Yeah.
That like you ever like when you're working in this industry and it's like, hey, the breakfast order that I texted you that the PA then delivered to base camp that you put in my trailer, I asked without broccoli and it had like cauliflower.
Yeah.
So I need you to send that back and remake it and send it back to me. And otherwise I will not go up to set when the first AD asks for me on set.
Yeah.
It
is absurd. We're so conditioned to it.
Yes.
Like we're used to it. We think about this is just how you operate in a professional world.
Yeah.
And when you do describe it to other people, they are like, really? Like, yeah,
I just think like a dude with calluses on his hands who like goes and cleans out like septic tanks for a living.
Yeah.
They hears it's like, you mean an actor doesn't have to go to work right away until his breakfast order is made correctly?
Yeah.
And if he doesn't get like 30 minutes of workout time because he needs to meditate, he won't go up to work. And then, and by the way, they make millions of dollars.
Yeah. Remember when Robert Downey Jr. accidentally made $100 million in the Avengers and it kind of changed Hollywood pay scales forever?
Really? You think it was at the teetering scale of it?
I think that's kind of because like,
I feel like that was been happening before.
It had been happening before, but like Johnny Depp made a lot of money from the Pirate sequels.
Yeah, I feel like that was
but
where
like,
it was at.
That also, but like the Robert Downey Jr. thing where it's like he negotiates a certain percentage of like the gross profits. And off of like, which has happened many times before.
Right. That's Jack Nicholson in the Batman.
But he negotiates like, I forget exactly what it is, but it's like an extremely specific, like if this movie makes this much money and you can attribute it to me being in the movie, I make like a certain bonus or something. And it ends up basically resulting in him making like $100 million off of the one movie. And then like, they're like, well, Robert, you want to come back for more? And he's like, that deal again, please.
And the thing is, it's like, but the problem with this though, is that then these movies, if they don't make $2 billion are flops.
Yeah. It's the weird thing. Like,
let me say that one more time. These movies, if they don't make $2 billion are flops.
It's kind of the nice thing about like the Avatar movies is like, they're very expensive.
It's Sam Worthington though.
No, that's ultimately where I'm going. Is like, they're very expensive. They cost a lot of money, but you can like actually see the money on screen.
Yes.
Because like besides James Cameron, I don't know who else is getting paid. Like Zoe Saldana's a pretty big name now.
Yeah, but she
wasn't
right.
She was like kind of still just like a sci-fi actress when like she gets cast in these things.
Yeah.
Like Zoe Saldana, Sam Worthington. The biggest name in those movies is Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
And she's just very excited to be there. Like, not like in a disparaging way, but she's very happy to be involved.
She's a good working relationship with James Cameron.
She's a good working relationship with James Cameron. So it's like that money's not going to the talent, it's going into the movie. Whereas you watch Avengers Endgame, which has a comparable budget to Avatar, to one of the Avatars. And I like Endgame a lot.
You know who else has
you don't always really see the money on screen in that movie. It looks fine. Like that movie doesn't look bad like some of the other Marvel movies do. It's like mostly
which movie again? Sorry,
Endgame.
Okay,
that movie looks fine.
Yeah.
But like it's never really blowing you away with the visuals. Like, you're like the money is going towards the cast.
Yeah. You know who else has like a most ridiculous like trailer setup and all this stuff? Robin Williams' RV in the movie RV.
How do you like them apples?
That's a good way to bring us back.
Because that RV is also decked out to the nines. So RV, Robin Williams. Yeah, you talk about Barry Sonnenfeld. You failed to mention the most recent movie, Barry Sonnenfeld.
Oh yeah, I skipped. Yeah, I got so in the weeds of Men in Black 3 that I didn't segue into 9 Lives. The last directorial effort, which is a movie about Kevin Spacey getting turned into a cat.
Yes.
I would like to repeat what I just said.
Say that one more time.
2016's 9 Lives is a movie about Kevin Spacey getting turned into a cat. A movie that seems like a bit. Where you're like, oh, this is just like a joke that was made. And no, it was a real movie. It was Europa Corp, which is like the Luc Besson Europe film company. And it stars Kevin Spacey, and he does in fact get turned into a cat.
And I believe the timing of this for
a wonderful 14% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, I believe the timing of that was they shot it. It went through post-production. They were heavy into the marketing for the movie, like it was about to be released, and then Me Too movement. Kevin Spacey
it gets in under the wire.
Oh, it gets released before.
It gets released right before.
Okay, I thought it was just
the movie that gets hit with the Kevin Spacey allegations is Baby Driver. Baby Driver is the exact movie that comes out right as it's happening.
Oh damn!
I think like it comes out like right before Kevin Spacey, like the allegations really start blowing up.
Yeah,
but Baby Driver like is like the Millennium Falcon escaping the Death Star, and like that's 9 Lives is like the X-wing that gets out like a little before.
Okay. Yeah. But so RV, Robin Williams. We mentioned this on last week's Night Listener episode about the context of Robin accepting these movies. This is a case of just a bigger budget studio comedy movie that has a script that's been greenlight. They're looking at their cast. They want Robin Williams for the part. Robin Williams says yes. That's it.
That's true.
That's the bit.
Barry Sonnenfeld's like a reasonable enough name.
Yeah, like the guy who made Get Shorty and Men in Black movies. Yeah, sure. Sign me up. Like, that sounds pretty good. They get a few other fairly big name actors. Jeff Daniels is in this movie.
He is.
Kristin Chenoweth.
For reasons.
Baby Josh Hutcherson.
In this movie.
Well, we'll talk about it.
Will we? Do we have to?
Well,
I think we have to.
I think we have to. I wonder what Josh Hutcherson would say about this movie experience. Probably just...
He'd probably say, white boys, make some noise. Okay,
oh, my God.
He'd probably be into like the Chet Hanks White Boy Summer.
Am I crazy when I say this statement out loud that in the early 2000s there was like the fad of like white hip hop culture?
Yeah, Eminem releases 8 Mile in like 20,000. Of course there is.
Like I thought about this like before we did this podcast, and I thought, Stuart, don't you dare say, remember when hip hop was big? Because hip hop is still big and it's always big. But like I just remember clearly it's like white guys in my high school wearing saggy jeans and like wife beaters and like sideways caps. And I'm thinking, what was that?
There's
like package that, and what was it?
That's what we call cultural appropriation.
Okay, okay, because that is like this is like the height of that. It seems like what is painted on screen is like just the white saggy jean hip hop culture, so big and prevalent. Anyways, RV, Director Barry Sonnenfeld. So.
Yesterday morning, I put this movie. My experience watching this movie was that yesterday morning, Beck and I wanted to watch The Pit, the new episode of The Pit. So I watched the new episode of The Pit. I then immediately threw this on after we watched The Pit. And she watched the first like 10 minutes of this movie. And she's like, who shoots a movie like this? And she looked at a picture of the DP, and her thoughts on the DP were saying, this looks like a guy who would shoot RV and then sell rusty C-stands out of his garage. And then she left the room and did not watch the rest of the movie.
She didn't think it was shot very well.
She just like was like, that's what this would look like. This is what the guy who would do that. And then I just simply didn't have enough time to finish the movie because I had tickets to go see The Testament of Anne Lee, the Shaker musical like drama about the 18th century religious movement, the Shakers. I saw it in 70 millimeter. I really liked it. It's great. Very high budget, like, movie you don't see anymore. And then I came home and Becca wanted to watch The Big Lebowski. So I threw on The Big Lebowski and we watched The Big Lebowski. Great movie, one of the best. And then I was like, fuck, I gotta finish RV. I got like 30 minutes left. So I put RV on, finished the rest of RV. And let me tell you, the surreality of the
Starting
first
RV.
hour of RV to Testament of Van Lee to The Big Lebowski, which all these movies rhyme, weirdly. Back to RV is not something I'll forget for quite a while.
Good. Good. Let me tell you how I first watched this movie. The year is 2007. All right.
Yeah.
The Elmore family is getting together for movie night. And we're putting together RV.
You're putting together RV.
RV was a quintessential Elmore family household movie. Not much different from like Mrs. Doubtfire and the other like Robin Williams comedies that families would get together, huddle around the TV and watch. And like, sue me if this is a weird choice, but we watched RV quite frequently. It was like RV and Wild Hogs were like our two family pillars.
Yeah.
Hence why I tried to get my dad on this episode.
Yes.
And so I have a lot of memories of RV. I remember laughing at all the jokes. All the jokes fucking hit when I was a kid at that age. It also helps that like a lot of the supporting actors and characters are people I feel like I've met in real life. Like I told you that like I texted you, Jeff, that Kristin Chenoweth says like, can I tell you about that time Jesus saved us from the tornado? Yeah. Like I have an aunt who have said that once to me. I'm sure it's happened. My parents, and then to add on a context to it, and also like my family and I, we went on road trips, but that's not unique to me. Like you and your family have gone on road trips. Like a lot of people have gone on road trips, family road trips, so they can identify with this movie. But when my parents got close to retirement age, one of their retirement purchases was an RV.
Yeah.
We never went on like cross-country trips with the RV, but we went on some small road trips with the RV. So we stayed at campsites and campgrounds. My dad is very familiar with like all the workings of the RV and stuff. He taught me how to like, you know, connect up to like power and like the plumbing and water and all that stuff. Like how you would, you know, what's the difference between like a gray tank, a black tank, and then the regular tank and all that stuff, like hooking up the satellites, all those types of things. And so, yeah, I got a little bit of like context going into this movie. My biggest thing that I will say going into it is watching it now in my crisp 29 years of age.
Yes.
Is thinking, first off, I have all these like favorite like memories of watching it when I was a kid. But then there was also the thought of like, you know what though? It's like this movie may have just be like a dumb slapsticky family movie, but like it doesn't claim to be anything else.
No, it is not, that is to
like,
its credit. It's not. It never claims to be anything else.
Right. This movie is what it is. You take it for what it is, and if you don't like it, then like why'd you watch it in the first place?
Because I had to for the show.
Right. You had to for the show.
I was forced to.
You had to for the show. You were forced to. But also, like, I'm watching this, and it's like, yeah, I can imagine being in a mood where I want to watch a movie like this. So, but yeah, I don't know. I think I haven't given this like my Letterboxd rating review, but I think I would give this a 3 out of 5 stars. I think that's probably what I would give it.
Give it 2 out of 5.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I don't judge. I wouldn't judge people for giving this 1 out of 5. I would probably judge if anybody gave it 5 out of 5. Because that would be like, okay, what?
Yeah.
This is better than...
No, that would be like...
This is better than The Big Lebowski?
Yeah.
Like, are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Hold on.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Yeah. So, but all that to be said, I found some things that I did like remembering.
There's a few good jokes.
A few good jokes. And also just like the situational comedy of it all.
Yeah. This movie is like, it does have like some funny parts. I was just overall kind of like sick of its vibe, like very quickly.
It's also like, how do you watch this movie after watching The Testament of Van Lee and The Big Lebowski in between?
No, it was good that I watched most of this movie first.
Yeah.
But at the end of it definitely did not sit well after.
No, of course it wouldn't. Of course it wouldn't.
It's like it's like if you like had a really nice like steak dinner or something like that. You know, very like balanced dinner. Mm-hmm. And then for dessert, they're like, bring out the slop.
Bring out the fucking McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Yeah, like they bring you like a like a McDonald's like cream pie or something as dessert. And it's like, it's fine. It tastes all right. But like, I just had a really nice dinner. I don't know if I want to follow it up with this.
You want like a chocolate lava cake or
like
something.
You want something like, you want something of like to match the quality of the dinner.
Right. Yeah. Which you did not get.
Which I did not get.
So Robin Williams, should we just get into plot? I don't know what else
He
there's
gets in the
context.
RV, they drive it.
Yeah, the RV is in the first 10 minutes of the movie. Robin Williams plays this guy, Bob Monroe. He's an executive for a soda company. You looking at the scent?
It smells really good.
It's good. It's a good scent. Bath and Body Works. Shout out. We're sponsored. We're not. Who's the guy that plays his boss?
Will Arnett.
Will Arnett.
So this movie also comes out like right at the height of the Arrested Development thing.
Yes.
And so Will Arnett and Tony Hale are both in this movie.
Yeah.
Will Arnett just basically playing Job again.
Yeah. And so Robin Williams, he has this like, Will Arnett is his boss who's a dick. And he brings his family. Oh, this movie starts with a very like, I don't know, heartwarming maybe of like him like doing puppets with his daughter when she's really young.
This movie is like essential because you got to get some Robin Hood voices in.
Of course.
And then this movie is like kind of about him reconnecting with his daughter.
Yeah, it's like fatherhood.
This movie's about how in the early 2000s, those kids are just getting too sucked up in their technologies and whatnot. And they just don't know how to be a kid anymore.
We text each other when dinner's ready. We have 4 TVs in 4 separate rooms,
Yeah, fucking sick. It's good.
But so he brings his family to a work event. His daughter brings a friend along, and the friend, because I guess this soda company is very environmentally unfriendly, so she like throws green.
She slimes
Will Arnett. Robin Williams worried he's going to lose his job. Meanwhile, he has this whole vacation plan in Hawaii where he thinks they're going to reconnect and become a closer family.
Bring the whole family to Hawaii next week.
Yeah, right. And then the boss says you got to cancel because we have a business deal happening in Boulder, Colorado, and you need to be there to like make a business pitch or whatever.
We're going to acquire the Alpine Soda Company, and you're the only guy who's available to go and make the pitch, and that's the only reason you're not getting fired. So go make the pitch or you will get fired.
But yeah, he says there's a guy who's like younger executive who's like very hungry, but he wants Robin Williams to be there because he's good in a room.
Yeah, it's true.
That's it.
It's true. He knows how to work a crowd.
Well, knows how to work a crowd, which is like you cast Robin Williams for that part. Yeah, that guy would know how to work a crowd. And yeah, you're right. The stakes are set up that like, hey, if you don't do this, you're fired.
Yeah.
So then Robin Williams comes up with this whole elaborate scheme. We cut to the RV pulling in the driveway. And Robin Williams comes up with this whole scheme. I'm going to cancel the Hawaii vacation. I'm going to put on this ruse that instead I'm taking my family on a RV road trip vacation to Colorado.
Yeah.
Just so I don't get a divorce.
Yeah.
So because I canceled the family vacation, but I also can get the business presentation at the same time and do both.
Now, here's my problem. Right
Okay.
away.
Here we go.
I understand why this needs to be the setup for the purpose of the movie.
Yeah.
The whole family, including the wife who fainted when she saw Cassie's friend throw the sludge on Will Arnett, they're very aware of the situation. I don't quite understand why he couldn't just come home and say, they're going to fire me if I don't make this presentation next week. I booked this in RV so we can still do a family vacation to the event.
And she even says that at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
She even says that. It's like, you could have just told me that.
Yeah.
And I would have supported you.
Yeah. So it is like the first inherent logic ever. I'm just like, and like this because the movie calls it out at the end.
It does call it out at the end.
It does call it out at the end, but I am just like
because the beginning it goes through so fast.
Don't buy it. He's like a smart guy,
right?
Seemingly,
right. Well, it's like the first part of the movie. It goes by it so fast you don't have time to think about it. But you're right though. It's because at the end they bring it back up.
No, because even the movie can still progress the same way if that's the concept. Because now like
because maybe she's in on it, but not the kids.
Because the kids can be pissed like, so you're putting your job ahead of us, and that's like that can be the drama with them.
Or it could just be that him and the wife Cheryl Hines are in on it, and the kids aren't.
Yeah, like
it could be a lot of different things. Yeah. But instead, you're right that this movie does make a logic jump of like, why doesn't he just tell his wife?
Yeah, but whatever. Because it adds like an unnecessary level of tension to this movie.
I have a hunch here. I'm gonna make a guess. Yeah. Almost every logical thing you're gonna find in this movie, warranted as it is, my reaction will just be like, Yeah,
No,
but-
it's ultimately not
yeah, but,
important.
like,
It's RV.
whatever.
It's like Chinatown, where it's like, forget it, Jake, it's Chinatown. Except forget it, Jeff, it's RV. Yeah.
And so yes,
And John Huston absconds with his daughter.
yes. So they take off on the RV.
Abscond. What a good word.
Abscond.
I love abscond. I'm gonna abscond with you to the mountains.
I looked up a few video like interview stuff on RV. There's a couple good featurettes on it. And there's one quick snippet of the picture car coordinator for this movie talking about that. And he says it's like the craziest thing about RV is that all it takes is just a driver's license.
Yeah.
You don't need a CDL.
Yeah, you don't need a CDL for an RV. It's crazy.
And it's crazy because they're fucking massive.
They're huge.
They're huge. You ever driven anything that big before?
Yeah.
You've probably driven box trucks.
I've driven box trucks. I've never driven anything that big.
I've driven a box truck. I've never driven an RV.
Yeah.
You imagine driving that in the city? Fuck no.
Be crazy.
Be nuts. Robin Williams just jumps right in and is like, he's hauling it.
Yeah.
One thing I will say that I thought about watching this movie, I texted you this, and then it confirmed in the featurette that bulk of this movie is shot on a soundstage,
Yeah, just with an interior.
just
RV.
with an interior RV with blue screen around it.
Yeah.
Which
You're not going to waste all the time rigging an RV to film and then drive it down
imagine
vast stretches of road.
imagine what that would look like rigging an RV for a picture car.
Yeah.
Like an insert
Be a
rig.
nightmare.
It'd be a nightmare. It'd be horrible. But so all that to be said,
Barry Seinfeld also at this stage probably like, let's just knock an easy one out.
yeah,
Let's just get on first base.
right.
I don't need to get a homer.
What?
He's not trying to hit a home run. He's just,
Yeah.
take it easy one. I'll
Take
get to
it
first
easy.
base.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't need to put that much effort in this time.
No. But also, like, it's fine.
It's fine.
I wasn't like watching and be like, oh, they're definitely not driving that.
I read an interview with Barry Sonnenfeld for this movie, and the director is like, "You're known for really crazy camera moves, but there's only like one in this movie. Why is that?" And Barry Sonnenfeld just kind of like, just didn't really feel like it this time. I didn't think we needed it.
It's also like, we're in a fucking RV.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Well, there's that one where it's like it like pulls
Yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah.
It's the
There's a pullback.
Yeah.
But like, that's it.
yeah. He's like, "This is the only thing we need it."
Yeah.
It's like, all right, Barry, I respect your game.
Respect it.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
You needed a little chill.
We need a chill comedy.
Yeah, and then like weirdly he puts his face on the side of the RV. That's the craziest thing about this movie.
I kind of like that bit. I remember that bit from when I first watched it.
It is a funny bit.
Yeah.
It is just like they keep highlighting it.
Yeah.
And so I just keep having to look at Barry Seinfeld going endlessly in this movie.
Yeah. Because the RV, for folks who haven't seen it, it's a big giant green RV with a big, like, giant, like, image of a dude with his hands stretched out, and big text, orange text says, "Rent me,"
Yeah.
because it's a rental RV. And so they're on the road. Robin Williams makes a GPS joke, Lola.
Yeah. Or GPS jokes.
GPS jokes are good. Yep. This movie is very dated to 2006. We got the white hip hop culture.
Yeah.
We got GPS jokes. We got
I feel like GPS jokes were just all the rage at this time.
right? They were all the rage back
You
then.
see, turn left. Whoa!
Whoa, crazy.
Yeah.
But now it's like everyone just uses their phone.
Yeah.
Who has a GPS anymore?
I don't know. I don't think anyone has like a GPS. They'll have like a
It's
GPS
just
built into the car. They
maybe
use.
yeah, probably built into the
a
car.
sat nav.
But now it's like, who actually uses a GPS?
You know, in Britain they call them sat navs, satellite navigation.
One more fucking reason I never want to go to that country.
sat nav.
fucking
I'll put you in the sat nav.
fucking bread, beans, and eels.
Eels.
Yeah, they eat eels over there.
I've been to the UK many times. I'm not sure. I'm sure some cultures eat eels there, but
Yeah, but they mix it in like beans and bread. It's so
It's
gross.
a crazy sentence.
Am I crazy, UK listeners, or is that actually a dish? Comment right now.
There is a I'm gonna look it up. There's like an interview with Michael Caine where he's just like, yeah, you know, my buddy of mine, he just came over to me and said, "Are you doing sat navs now?" And I said, "No." He said, "Well, he got you on the sat nav," and he clicked on it and he's like, "Oh, there's my voice coming out of sat nav. Turn left, you'll be right in the shit."
Very good. And so, but they're driving.
Beans, bread, eels.
Are we looking this up?
I'm looking it up. Delicious eel dish with unique bean broth.
Yep. See, God damn it, fucking Britain.
This isn't British. It's Swedish.
No, but Britain does it
Oh,
too.
jellied eels with bread. Is that what you're talking about?
Probably.
Oh, it is. Yeah, you're right. This is a British dish.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Jellied eels.
Disgusting.
It doesn't look very good. I would not eat this.
No, who would besides the British?
You know why British food is like notoriously not very flavorful? It's because of World War II, and they were like really just rationed like canned food and not cooking with,
And they
like,
never came back.
you couldn't import spice and whatnot, and so they just didn't have any. And then they just like were so ruined by it that they just kept it as is.
Oh my God, they're still eating World War II rations.
They're
to this
basically
day.
still eating World War II rations. It's like kind of the vibe.
Oh my God. And so, like, it's funny, like, to describe the plot. It's like, and then they're driving, and then they're driving, and then they're driving, and then this funny thing happens, and then they're driving, and then they're driving.
It is. We talked about movies like this before on the show. It is, I think, one of my favorite structures for a movie.
Road trip movies, yeah.
Road trip movies like
What's not to like about a road trip movie?
yeah, even like Midnight Run, Dumb and Dumber, like even if they're not specifically a road trip, just like a movie that's like it's about characters traveling and you just get like different like 15 20 minute pods throughout the movie.
Yeah.
I do think this movie kind of like drops the ball a little bit because you're kind of just running into the same people.
Yes.
They just run into the same family at each instance.
Which is kind of funny.
It's like kind of funny.
But you don't like
it's like a funny bit, but you are just repeating the same jokes then.
It is the
each
same
time.
jokes, yeah.
Like there's like the run of the family, there's the raccoon, and there's Robin like and the RV on like the mountain pass. Right? Kind of the three set pieces for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Like you kind of want to park and get involved in some like cowboy show. I don't know. I'm trying to think
They
of
are missing like the bull riding scene in Madrid and Wild Hogs.
Yeah.
They are missing that.
Yeah.
That is not in this movie.
Yeah.
My benchmark for a lot of good road trip
it was
movies is
Wild
do they
Hogs.
stop in Madrid and ride a
what if
bull?
like every road trip movie had to stop in Madrid?
Go to Maggie's Diner. And yeah, I'm trying to think. The first bit when they're driving, they go to the RV park, right? Nothing crazy happens between them first getting on the road. I mean, he like bumbles into things, but other than that, nothing else really happens. They get to the RV park. That's where, the septic tank bit. That's the first major bit. The septic tank is full because I guess the rental service did not clean out the black tank from the previous renters. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then Robbins goes to a dump spot, which for some reason is like away from the RV park. Most RV parks, their dumping is like connected. Oh, it's good. Misty's eating her food.
I'm watching her eat her breakfast.
Good.
Or dinner lunch, I guess.
And so he has to drive to the dumping ground. And thankfully, I have never had to do this. My family's RV is connecting like to the septic, sewage line. But Robin is like fumbling the bag with this.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the right hose. The hose he does have isn't long enough, so they have to like do a Y coupling.
Yeah.
He doesn't have like a regular coupling. He has a Y coupling, which means there's an open hole. There's a bunch of hillbillies that are trying to teach him how to do it. I do like that there's a long line and people have camped out chairs just watching this guy fumbling around, learning how to like drain a septic tank. I bet it's probably a common occurrence for most like RV, van, lifer parks where it's like you can smell the person who just started because they don't really know what to do. And so you're just kind of like watching this person like fumbling around. But so a bunch of hillbillies get it. One of them is famously, it's that Criminal Minds guy.
Is he?
Pretty sure. Matthew Gray Gubler. Yes, Matthew Gray Gubler, who plays Dr. Spencer Reed from Criminal Minds, is makes a quick appearance in this movie, and they're trying to get this guy to empty his sewage tank. They put the Y coupling in. They open up thing. Jeff has totally tuned me out of the episode.
No, I'm listening. I'm trying to figure something out for this movie.
Okay, and so they turn on the lever, and then the poop goes through the tube, and sure enough, it overflows. The Y coupling starts dribbling down Robin's hands, and he's like, "Turn it off! Turn it off!" They turn it off, and they're like, "Okay, well, we're gonna need a hose spreader to connect the two hoses." So they do that, and then time has passed. They get the hoses connected. They flip the switch. Nothing comes out. Dr. Spencer Reed is like, "I'll go flush it out." So he goes into the RV. Dude's like, oh, he didn't crank it over all the way. And then he starts draining the poop. Meanwhile, he's on the phone with the guy, his boss. Poop starts to come out of the seams of the tube. And then Matthew Gray Gubler pours down fire in the hole. Yeah. Pours in water, and then you get the whoa. You got it, that was pretty good.
Sorry. This is kind of where I'm just like, okay. I watch this and I'm like, yeah, all right.
I don't know. I'm into it. It's like a whole fountain of poop showers into the sky.
Here's my thing. When it
splatters all over Rob Williams.
When it comes to poop humor, literally poop humor, it does require a certain degree to like
gravitas.
Not gravitas, but like it requires something to like
finesse.
A movie I've already talked about, like Dumb and Dumber. One of the great poop jokes is where Jeff Daniels takes a shit in the toilet and the toilet doesn't flush. And he's in the really fancy house and so he has to figure out what to do with the shit. And so he like opens the window and he's like ripping the toilet out of the wall and like dumping it out the window. Like just like dispose of it. See, that's like just so absurd that I'm finding it. When this is just like, you know Robin Williams? I'm like, yeah, I know Robin Williams. And they're like, you know poop? I'm like, yes. And I'm like,
but I'm good. I'm good.
I'm going to slop him up.
I'm good. Slop him up, man. Because then he gets splattered full of poop.
Yeah.
And then the boots come around. It's like, that's the score of this movie. It's just low grumbling noises. Camera pans up and we see Jeff Daniels. Speaking of Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is. And he's like, the two things you did wrong. One, you never listened to Ian and JoJo. They're nice boys, but they're dumb. Second off, and I don't know what he says. Thanks for flashing your butthole in my face, Piper.
Speaking of poop.
But Jeff Daniels helps him out. He gets him washed up, and he's like, all right, let me get you back. At this point, like you think Jeff Daniels, oh, this guy's like a weathered like RV driver or something like that. Whatever. What is he, you know? And he's like, you know, you guys are hungry. You should come over to my family's RV for... I don't know why I gave him such a thick accent. He doesn't talk. He doesn't have that thick of an accent. What'd she do? Did she
hissed at me?
She hissed at you?
Yeah.
Hey, relax.
She smelled the other cat on me.
Relax. Okay? Relax. Just, come on. Come here. Boop, 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 boop. All right. She's not interested.
Jeff Daniels is doing a little bit of an accent.
He's doing a little bit of an accent. Fun fact, Jeff Daniels drives an RV.
No, it's good for him. That's probably why I wanted to be in this movie.
Yeah. Because I guess he lives in Michigan, and when they called him up for his movie, they're like, oh, so you're going to fly in to Canada for the shoot? It's like, nope, I'm going to drive my bus. And he drove his bus to the set. Talk about crazy RV setup for base camp. I bet Jeff Daniels has a good rig. There's like a part of the featurette where he talks for 5 minutes in length about RVs that do and don't have air brakes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing that he talks about. He's very passionate about his RV having air brakes. Most RVs, I guess, don't have air brakes. Did not know that. Cool. So,
well, speaking of brakes, the RV in this movie got no brakes.
Oh, right. We did. That was the first bit that like we totally forgot to mention. Yeah, the RV does not have any parking brakes. So like they have to like slam like a wedge into the back wheel so it doesn't roll away. And it will be a recurring bit. This was like a bit that I was like, they could have made this funnier. But they just made it the same bit after bit where the RV just rolls away and wrecks into something. You know?
Yeah. They do this a lot.
I've lost you.
No, you have not. I'm reading Jeff Daniels' Wikipedia right
now. Okay. Okay. But yeah, like the brake failing bit I thought was a little bit... Fiona, do you want to come up here? Yeah. Oh, nope, not interested either. And so he goes home. Or back to the RV, and he's like, kids, he's fumbling at dinner. Ha ha ha. Robin Williams can't cook. Ha 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 ha. Very funny. Dad can't cook food. Laugh at that joke. And so he's like, kids, we're going to go somewhere else to eat dinner. And they go to the Gornickes, which is Jeff Daniels, Kristin Chenoweth, and their two kids. Named like Moon, Star, and Rainbow or something. And he's like, oh, Moon, that's like a hippie name. It's actually named after Bob Moon from the Houston Oilers or whatever. Ha ha ha. And then so the Gornickes, quirky family.
OMG, so quirky.
OMG, so quirky.
This is about the time when I wrote in my notes, white boys make some noise.
White boys make some noise. Oh, right, because they're singing the different songs in the RV. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, yeah, oh, chi-chi, oh. Wow, wow. Yeah, good bit. They get to the Gornickes. Gornickes are quirky and weird, and the Robin Williams family, they're like, man, these people are weird. The good bit when Robin Williams' daughter, JoJo, played by JoJo, famous pop singer star, who I guess recently made a comeback after she took a hiatus. Did not know she was like a famous pop singer until like Angelica told me about her.
Yeah. I did not know either until I clicked on JoJo.
Right. She's a vegetarian, and she gets presented with his plate, and she's like, "Oh no, thanks, I'm good. I don't eat meat." And this old guy,
He brings him like,
he's like, "Oh, it's okay. There's not any meat on there." And she takes a bite. It's like, it's all organs,
yeah.
deer organs. It's like you got the brains, the heart, the lungs. I just ran it over this morning. The rest is, dry aging inside. He's like, "Where's your bathroom?" It's like, "Little lady," and she runs in about to puke.
I always think I would like to be in places like this. I'm always like, it would be fun
No, you wouldn't.
to like take an RV.
You,
and, like, be in, like, a little
Jeff
cowboy,
Sweeney? No.
be in like a little cowboy rest stop.
City slicker? No.
I do like being a city slicker, but then I watched it and I'm like, maybe I wouldn't.
Most people think about
I'd like to do it
RVs
once.
and vans, and they're like, I could do that, like glamping.
Yeah.
And then you realize, like, yeah, but like the appeal of it all truly is like, I think the appeal that I see mostly is the community aspect of it, is when you get in the RV parks and you interact with the people. Because otherwise, think about what you are doing in an RV. You're driving, you're parking, you're cooking, and you're sleeping.
Yes.
Put on a TV, maybe play a board game. Like, what else is there other than that? Yeah, you can see the sights, you can go on hiking trails and all that stuff, but none of that's like the RV specific thing. You can do that with a car and Airbnb.
Yeah.
I think the main RV van lifer thing, it's the community bit, I think.
Like, yeah, you kind of have to get involved in the community aspect of RV van life. Otherwise, you basically you would be alone.
Right.
Because that is the nice thing about like setting down roots and like having a house or an apartment in a place, and like you can have a community.
Yeah.
If
They
you
can build over time.
If you are just driving from one place to another, you are functionally giving up that aspect of your life.
Yeah, I mean, like, but it's a lot of those folks. It's like, yeah, like the van lifer thing is a particular thing because I see a lot of like TikToks and Instagram reels and like YouTube videos of people who do like the van lifer thing where they're like, I'm a nomadic person, I'm a road to road and campsite to campsite, park my van wherever, park my rig wherever, and then I just go on hikes and all that stuff. And it's like, I just like that seems fun for like a week of a year. But doing that full time,
yeah, it just seems like what is your it's peaceful, I'm sure, but
yeah. maybe.
I feel like I want more.
It's also
and
like,
not to really get into
but
it.
it's like there's probably a thing with like materialism and all that stuff. It's like we probably can't imagine it because we're so like engrossed in like our
things,
ways of living and our ways of life and like this whole mindset thing. Anyway, they go to the Gornickes, and then they're like, oh, and they sing her song, and they're like, they're weird people, aren't they? And at this point in the movie, I'm thinking I actually kind of vibe with the Gornickes, and the Gornickes,
the Gornickes,
Jeff Daniels families are actually really cool.
The Gornickes are definitely a little annoying, but
it's the Robin Williams family that are the real pricks.
That they're the real problems. It's about how they need to, the Gornickes love each other and they're a little quirky, but they're good folk.
Oh, I'm just so quirky.
I'm just quirky.
So then, meanwhile, they go to sleep. Robin Williams is typing this presentation. There's a bit with one of the Gornicke boys. And he's like, I thought this bit was funny when he's like, this boy's like wandering around the RV park at night. Meanwhile, Robin Williams is in the bathroom trying to work on this presentation. This boy walks in. It's like, hi, Mr. Monroe. Gee, you sure have a nice big one. And then and then the camera flips around. And he's holding his laptop.
Yeah,
that is a nice laptop. Funny bit.
That is a funny bit.
He can't send the presentation though because there's no signal. So he goes back to sleep. The alarm goes up, and they have to they have to hit the road so fast because the Gornickes are going to come over for like a makeover or whatever. So they hightail it out. The awning gets ripped off because they never put the awning back in. Right.
So true, Bestie.
So true, Fiona. And so Fiona's just whining in the corner. And all that to say, they get back on the road and they're stuck behind a tractor. Rob Williams passes the tractor, then they need gas. They park at a gas station. Rob Williams goes in the bathroom, tries to send the presentation. RV rolls away. He walks away from the laptop. Laptop gets stolen. The RV gets saved by the Gornickes. They caught up with them at the gas station, and they're like, "How about some breakfast?" Yeah, gee, like I don't know. They're just.
I do like when they're trying to flee from Kristin Chenoweth.
Yeah,
in the RV park.
Pull over. We have your laptop.
Well, no, the first time though, like she's just like walking over to them, and they're like,
"She's coming! She's coming! Yeah. She's on the move! On the move!"
Kristin Chenoweth being in this movie is weird. It's like right around the time of Wicked, right?
I could not tell you. Probably. You might be right about that. And so they get back on the road, but Robin Williams' laptop is gone.
It was 3 years after Wicked.
And then the Gornickes are upset. They pick up a hitchhiker who had stolen his laptop, find the laptop. They like track them down. Did you find, in what point of the plot do they figure out where Robin Williams is going? Because they say a line that's like, well, good thing we know where they're going. Mount Watson, Colorado. And I'm like, where in the dialogue did they like exchange that
Robin
information?
Williams does say it during the dinner scene, I think.
Okay.
Maybe.
It was just so like blasé, like past.
He like accidentally says it and his wife hits him. Cheryl Hines hits him.
Okay. And so they catch up with them. Robin Williams is like so tired. And so the Gornickes catch up. They rear off an exit to escape the Gornickes.
Yeah.
And then they stop at like a little campsite in Utah. Then there's raccoons in the oven.
There's raccoons in the oven somehow.
Unclear. Don't know how they got in there. So Robin Williams,
fighting with animal. Guy fighting with animals. A classic
always
trope
funny.
Of this.
The umbrella gets ripped up. Yep, because Robin Williams goes in. The camera angle of it I thought was funny.
Yeah, no, it is funny. You just see like the little raccoon like pop out every now and again.
Oh my God, there's more than one.
Yeah.
So then Robin Williams gets a stink bomb, throws it in the RV,
and the raccoons run out. But they have to wait for the stink bomb to dissipate,
which takes 6 hours. Well, good thing it was a nice sunny day. Cut to rainstorm.
There's like they fall down like a
mudslide.
Josh Hutcherson get like sucked into a mudslide.
Yeah, because they want to go to like a restaurant to eat real food and be in cover because the awning's ripped up.
Yeah,
and they don't have umbrellas, so they're in ponchos.
It's true.
So they get to the bar. There's a nice little family moment between them where they're like bonding over the experience or whatever. Then they get back in the RV. And then Rob Williams, now because he doesn't have his laptop, is typing the presentation on his phone. He finally is able to get the presentation sent through like climbing up some
He types it on a BlackBerry.
On a BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Another 2006 callback.
Very 2006.
Blackberries. Then they get back on the road. Is there another quirky thing that happens before they get to Mount Watson?
Plenty of quirky things that happen. But I can't remember any of them.
I can't remember any of them either. But so anyway,
it's about when I go to see Henley.
Yeah.
We've kind of just there's that part where he passes the tractor that annoyed me.
I think I mentioned that, but
I know you mentioned it, but like it annoys me how slowly he passes the tractor.
How slow?
The tractor's driving slow.
Yeah,
and he's annoyed by this, so he passes the tractor.
Yeah,
passes it like 2 miles per hour.
Well, it's an RV. It does it to get it up to
takes
speed.
A minute, it takes a minute, but like you could still speed up a smidge.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because he almost hits a truck.
It's a classic funny road trip joke where it's like you're stuck behind something slow, and anytime you try to pass, a car's coming.
That seems very planes, trains, and automobiles coded.
Another movie I watched recently
for the first time. It's the best movie ever.
It's really good.
That movie, John Candy in that movie, incredible.
When's he bad?
Yeah, I know, but like it elevated, like it's like an incredible performance.
Yeah.
I wrote half this movie is shots of Barry Sonnenfeld.
I have to sell this movie off my ass. Yeah. They make it to Mount Watson. I'm just going to skip to the Mount Watson bit because that's the next thing I really remember. But they get to Mount Watson, and this is like a moment where the family's like vibing, doing well. Josh Hutcherson comes across some like hip hop basketball player guys.
Yeah.
And he gets in a fight with them, and then Rob Williams does the most monstrosity.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey,
dialogue.
Slice, how are you?" And I'm just like, "No,
stop.
Wow, this is a disaster.
But yeah, so they're vibing, they're bonding, the family's coming together. It's really good. It's really happy. Then Robin Williams has to sneak away to go make his presentation. So what he does is he like fakes that he has diarrhea, and he tells the family to keep going on their hiking trip. He takes the RV, races it over to the Alpine Soda headquarters, gets out, does the presentation, crushes it, and then he drives back, but there's a rock slide that's backed up all the traffic. And he asks the cop, "Is there anything way around this rock slide?" It's like, nope. The only way through is we're redirecting through this other interstate, which is going to take a few hours, or you can take Diablo Pass. And he's like, "But you're not going to get through it in that rig." And cut to Rob Williams is on Diablo Pass, and he puts it in drive and guns it.
And it's like a corkscrew. You know?
Yep. Let me say real quick. So I've had my fair share of driving up and down through some like really sketchy mountain roads.
I've done some of them.
Yeah. And like the funniest thing is like, so there was one time I went on this hiking trip to like Michigan, and to get to the trailhead, you have to cut through logger roads.
Yeah.
Because you can get through like regular like federal highways and city streets and all that stuff. And then, but the part where you get in the woods, you make like a turn and you're on like private roads, which belong to an old logging company that aren't really that active anymore, but it's still under their possession. So the municipality can't do any like work on those roads. And when I tell you, you're just driving on a road and you make a turn, it's like,
No, I've driven on some fake ass roads.
Yeah. Very funny. And like a front wheel drive sedan. It's awesome. It's really awesome. You hear the car whining, pleading for you to stop. They're like, "Why are you doing this to me?" Just eating all the gravel and dirt and sticks. But this RV chugging along, rolling turd.
And here's the thing, like the poster of this movie is the RV on top of a mountain teetering.
Yeah.
And I think that is just a promotional image for the movie. I did not expect that if an actual scenario occurs in the movie. Yeah. Because it does. It occurs.
Because he's climbing over this really tall mountain, steep thing, and then the RV starts to come down, and then it's nothing happening.
And it's like stuck in the middle like a seesaw.
Yeah, like a seesaw. So what does Robin Williams do?
He climbs out to the front of it for nondescript reasons.
Yeah, he keeps trying to rock back and forth to try to get some weight on it.
Yeah.
And then you're right. Like he goes to the back of the bus, runs up to the front, and like it doesn't rock far enough. So then,
he just climbs out in the front, and then it starts rolling down the hill, and he's stuck on the front.
Yeah.
And it's like plowing through trees and roads and misses the family. And
yeah, the family's rocking back from their hike, and he's like holding onto the windshield wiper for dear life. There's a bit where he just keeps like hitting the windshield, bing, bing, bing. Yeah. It's really funny.
It is.
And then the RV hits a bump. He flings out into the ground. RV bounces above the bump. It's about to run him over, slides right over him, classic style. And then Robin Williams on the ground. And then he hears, "Honey, what are you doing on the ground?" "Oh, I have something to tell you," because he thinks he's been caught.
Yeah.
Turns out the RV parked beautifully.
Yeah.
At the same spot at the hiking trail. Good sequence, Barry Sonnenfeld.
It's a good bit. It is like a funny ending to, because like of course it's going to wind up exactly where it should be.
Of course.
And he's going to be laying on the ground looking crazy.
Yeah. So then he takes his family on another hike. It's beautiful. It's great. And he says, "Hey, I have to go get the air brakes fixed. Why don't you guys go and do this and I'll do that, blah, 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 blah." And then the RV.
Well, during the first one is when he does the pitch meeting, right?
Yeah. But this, I'm talking about when he has to give the second excuse to go away. And then they're at a lake and the RV rolls down.
Yeah.
Why did it roll down that hill? I thought it was up somewhere else. Yeah. I thought they had to hike somewhere. Did they drive this RV here?
Unclear.
Unclear. But anyway, RV rolls down, splashes in the water, and he's like, "How am I going to get to the meeting now?" And they're like, "What meeting?"
Yeah.
Dagoing? And that's when the whole thing comes out and it says, oh, yeah, I had to cancel our Hawaii trip because I'm in hot water with my job and I had to go out to Boulder, Colorado to make this presentation.
And I made the meeting and it went well and they want me to do another one tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they all agree to go with him.
Yeah.
And he goes to this like big corporate
Well, they
retreat.
don't agree to go with him. They all abandon him.
They follow him.
No, they abandon him.
But they do follow him.
Well, what?
They all wind up at the meeting.
I think you fell asleep during this part, Jeff, respectfully.
No, I didn't fall asleep. I just probably wasn't paying
So
super close
So
attention.
the mom, the daughter, and the son are like, all right, let's go and get the bikes and we'll make our way. And they're like, no, I'm good, Dad. So then Robin Williams, the image of him going in the water,
Yeah.
diving down. What's he doing? He's surely not going to lift the RV over.
What if he did?
What if he did?
Okay, honestly, movie probably goes to a 3-star for me if he pushes the RV out of the water.
Instead, Robin Williams, helmet on, riding a bicycle out of the water, emerges from the lake.
Is a funny image.
It's a funny image, and he's riding up the hill to the meeting. The family is on the road, and they're like, well, what are we going to do now since the RV's gone? Like, I guess we can try and find like a gas station, hitch a ride at an airport. It's the honk of the Gornicke bus.
Yeah.
The Gornicke bus had found them. And they're like, you've got to be kidding me. Gornicke's picked them up and they're like, you guys weren't weird all along. You're actually really nice people.
Weird, like Star Trek references in both the movies we covered recently.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we didn't talk about it during the episode, but the night listener has that weird part where he's Robin Williams like, why would you miss someone who's not real? And Bobby Cannavale is just like, you know those guys who go to the Star Trek conventions, they dress up like Kirk and Spock? They miss them even though they're not real. I was like, oh, fuck.
It's good.
In this movie, Jeff Daniels like, yeah, my car horn goes. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
And then there is this one part where Robin's trying to get like cell reception. And I actually do think it is a fun looking visual in the movie.
Is it where he's in the rocks, like the Rocky?
Yeah, and I thought it was like a Star Trek location. It is not. They filmed this in Alberta, Canada.
Yeah. Where do they have those rocks in Alberta, Canada?
My guess is it's a set.
Probably.
Which is why space does not look real.
Yeah. It doesn't look real.
It looks really cool.
But so then Robin Williams is riding his bike. The Gornickes stop for gas with the family. Robin sees them and he's like, I've decided I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to race to find my family.
Yeah.
So he rides his bicycle. He catches up to the bus, climbs on the bus. They see him. They stop. He falls over and they're like, what are you doing, Bob? And he's like, I've decided I'm going to quit my job. This is not worth it, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, Jeff Daniels like, you won't have to quit your job because I drove you to the headquarters.
Yeah.
Why? We don't know.
Yeah.
Literally, the dialogue is so unclear. He's like, because they're like, we'll take you to the nearest airport so you can fly back home, wherever that is. But instead, they drove him to the headquarters. When Robin was like, why did you drive me here? It's like, I just had a feeling this is where you needed to be.
Yeah. Jeff Daniels is a spiritual figure.
It's just plot.
But they all show up at the Alpine Soda meeting.
Robin Williams looks horrible.
Robin was like shit.
But he gives his speech, and in his speech, he's like, and that's why I think you merging...
Well, he sees his family.
Yeah.
And he says, that's why merging their companies would be a terrible mistake.
Will Arnett is immediately like, oh, this guy's
a loon.
This guy's a loser, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Will Arnett, very good in Is This Thing On? Movie that's out right now. And he's actually genuinely quite a good actor. Wanted to shout it out.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, all right, yeah.
Josh Hutcherson does a karate flip on him
Yeah.
for reasons. Because we established that he
Josh
works
Hutcherson
out.
likes to work out.
Because we established that he likes to work out and he likes to rap. Yeah.
This will become a curse in about 10 minutes time.
So then we cut to the family driving the fished out RV
Yes.
that's coated in moss and
there's
gunk.
like an octopus on top.
Yeah.
And
And they're driving. They're like, Dad, are we poor? It's like, well, it depends on what you mean by poor. Emotionally speaking, no, I mean like money. Oh, yep.
we're dirt poor.
We're poor. And then they get pulled over by a police officer because the wife says, hey, I saw a sign that says you're supposed to have chains on the road. It's like, well, it's July. You only need chains in the winter. He gets pulled over. Cops is like, hey, officer, I know what you're saying. Where are your chains? Well, this thing is part ATV, part SUV, part blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Does a speech. He's like, and then the cop goes in his walkie. We found him. Get out of the RV.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
The owners of the small family-owned soda company loved his speech so much they want to hire him to be the new like executive for their company or whatever. And he's like, oh my God, yes, I'll take it. And then like, dad, it's like, no, not right now. Not when your dad's talking to his new bosses. Okay, but the RV's rolling away. It runs over the police car, runs over the executive's car. And then we get a close up of Robin Williams doing like a cut to black, directed by Barry Sonnenfeld.
Yeah.
That's the movie.
What a weird ending. Except it's not the end.
Except it's not the end of that.
Okay. I'm about to go thermo-fucking-nuclear.
We don't get these opportunities that often where I get to torture you with a movie. Okay? We don't get these opportunities that much.
Stuart, I'm about to go thermonuclear because I've never been more irate.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
It's a extended end credits musical number, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Except the song they're performing,
Route 66,
is road trip classic Route 66.
Yes.
Which you would think seems befitting to the movie. Except they never go on Route 66 in the fucking movie.
Do we know this?
Yes, I looked at the map. Route 66 goes nowhere near where they're going. They would not cross unless for novelty reasons they hopped on it leaving Santa Monica when they left LA.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true because they go from Santa Monica to Boulder.
Look at this. They go into Nevada. They're in Nevada exclusively in Utah. That's these two states, Stuart.
Yeah.
You see the one that Route 66 going there? Hey, Utah, ain't Nevada.
That's Arizona.
It's California, Arizona. The fucking song. It goes like, oh, no, hurry. No, but anyway, that shit pisses me. I'm so frustrated because I'm like, they are on Route 66. Pick a better song. Pick a song that actually fits the movie. There's Cheryl, you could have gotten like Sheryl Crow or something to write a song for this movie. And so I'm like, all right, and then. It's like Jeff Daniels with his little guitar, and he's like, get your kicks on Route. It's quite a good song. I like it.
Yeah.
Even though I'm furious at this point, I am like, it's a good song. You know.
I haven't been talking to the cops, have you? All right.
But then you just start hearing, and Josh Hutcherson.
I should just play it.
Josh Hutcherson.
Right. I
You
should just.
you're gonna see me explode. But yes.
Hold on.
What the fuck was that? Josh Hutcherson just starts. White boys make some noising. Skip to the Josh Hutcherson part, please. I don't want to hear this. Stuart.
I'm skipping.
You're not. It's playing from the beginning. Okay, pause this. Josh Hutcherson would have been 13 at the time of making this movie. I do not support capital punishment for children or for anyone. Exceptions sometimes, but no. Josh Hutcherson has become a fine actor. And I will just say that he must atone.
He must
atone. For this.
atone. He must atone.
It was perfect. Perfect.
It was not perfect. He was not in X Games mode. That was a very cringy part. It's like, again, it's like, are they catering to the hip hop audience that's clearly watching the 2006 movie
this is like
RV?
A 40-something-year-old guy being like, "What's funny to the kids now?" He's like, "Well, rap, I guess, hip hop."
But yeah, they sing the musical number. Josh Hutcherson does his war crime of a rap, and then that is the end of the movie RV.
That is the end.
Wow. What a journey.
RV.
What a journey. Yeah, I mean, like, I watched it. I chuckled at a few of the bits. Other than that, it was just a good, like, road trip down memory lane for me. That's all it was. I've watched this a lot with my family.
It was a trip for me.
Not a good trip.
No, it was like a trip. I like some of the nature photography.
It was a movement. A bowel movement, but a movement.
We traveled.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. I got nothing else.
Yeah, like, it was good revisiting a movie that I watched a lot when I was a kid with my family. Watching it now, it's like, yeah, Zero, a lot of the things have aged, and some of the bits aren't as funny as I thought they were, but it's still kind of a nice vibe.
I want to say I'm actually genuinely happy for you that you got to. I have had movies like this where like they're not very good, but you revisit them and you're like, it still kind of hits for me.
It still kind of.
I'm genuinely very happy for you, even as I'm watching this movie and Rick Robin's getting like coded and shit, and I'm just like.
It's funny, like we don't get this off very often where I get to have like a pleasant time talking about a movie and you are sitting here just dying on the microphone.
Poop jokes.
It's normally the other way around. You're like, I thought it was pretty good. And I'm like, I hated this fucking movie and I fell asleep halfway through. No, I was pretty engaged. I was pretty engaged. Roger Ebert gave the film 2 out of 4 stars. And he said, there is nothing I much disliked, but little to really recommend.
It's such a devastating own.
Justin Chang from Variety. RV works up an ingratiating sweetness that partially compensates for its blunt predictability and meager laughs. It's got 23% in Rotten Tomatoes. A score I think is...
Kristin Chenoweth gets a Worst Supporting Actress nomination at the Razzies. And
I think that's a little bit rude.
It also gets a special award for Worst Excuse for Family Entertainment.
I think that's a little rude. That award
the Razzies are always a little rude. We've talked about this in the show before. I do not support the Razzies.
Right.
But it is worth noting
that
they invented an award for this.
Yeah. This movie was made with a budget of $50 million and it grosses $87.5 million. So a small profit.
Yeah. It makes a little bit.
But this is a quadrant hit, you know? Like it's a classic family comedy that you can
This is the type of movie that like barely clears like that, like on that you're like maybe making like a few million in profit with budget and with like marketing and everything included. So it's not a money maker for the studio.
Right.
It's just they're like, wow, can Robin not even anchor like a family comedy now?
Yeah. Which, like, apparently he really can't. I mean, this movie didn't go gangbusters.
Because I don't think he is in family comedies after this, but I don't think he is the lead of a family comedy again.
I make Man of the Year, but his Man of the Year
is not a family.
It's not a family comedy.
But like Night at the Museum, he's just like part of the cast. Maybe Old Dogs would be, God forbid. Old Dogs is the one other example of him anchoring a family comedy after this.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over. Robin Williams is he's not doing so hot in his career pool, but we will still be covering him nonetheless. And that is why we thank you all so much for listening to this awesome episode on RV. We have spoken. This episode currently is 1 hour and 22 minutes. We've almost surpassed the runtime.
The length of the movie.
Clearly shows who had more to say. But thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode on RV. Sorry I couldn't get my dad on the full bit of the episode. We'll work something else in the future, I'm sure. If you like this episode, please remember to rate, review, comment, like, and subscribe at whatever platform you're listening on, of which we are on many. If you're listening to this while you're on your RV road trip, remember, check those parking brakes. Special thanks to Michael Van Bodega Smith for the theme music and Rebecca for the graphic design. Thank you all for listening this week to RV. Join us next week for Everyone's Hero. You know who that is for me, Jeff?
Who?
You. You're my hero.
You're my hero.
No, I'm just kidding. Fuck off. Get out of my apartment. All right. Good night, everybody. See you next week.